Any word from the wife?
Yeah. But you heard
State your
Fox was
destination.
taking over
All
the
vehicles leave on time.
She used the last of my money.
There are others
to
waiting.
shuttle off.
Move along.
Cole, hey.
And stay down!
Hey there. Mind telling me what you're doing in my hideout?
How did you find me so quickly?
A silent alarm linked to my holocommunicator. Who says it doesn't pay to be paranoid? Nice bomb there. I'm guessing you don't realize who I am. You're in over your head, chum. My name's Nockrell. I work for the Empire, securing valuable resources by whatever means necessary. I'm here because the Empire discovered how to process spice into painkillers, save sick and injured soldiers when there's not enough Kolto around. The Empire's never been in the spice trade before, but there are young men and women who need these painkillers. You see the predicament.
Of course. Let's just say I share similar sympathies.
Then help me secure this shipment. The Empire needs Nemro's spies to save lives. How about you dump that electromagnetic pulse bomb through the sewer grate next to you? Then tell me who hired you. I won't kill the guy, just explain things. When I'm done, you make a lot of credits. Deal?
My employer's name is Getzo. He's in Nemro's palace.
That shifty little womp rat? I knew he was trouble. Head back to the palace and talk to Getzo, chum. We'll settle this business there.
We are not responsible for missed departures. There are others waiting. Move along.
Any word from the wife?
Yeah. When she heard Fothro was taking over the rust yards, she used the last of my money to hop a shuttle off-world.
This is too easy. And stay down! Someone clean up this mess. Challenge.
unauthorized people, I know that. Cray sent you, didn't he? How you planning to bust me out? I can't stroll around with this slave collar on. If I step outside the secure zone, I'll be shocked unconscious. Or worse.
Cray gave me a gadget to deactivate the collar.
You can neutralize slave collars? Fantastic! Use it to free the others. These poor people got caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. Fathra's working them to death. They're strong enough to make a run for it. They just need their slave collars deactivated first.
You care about these other slaves that much?
We've been keeping each other alive in here. I won't just leave them. If the guards discover I've escaped, they'll torture the others to death. Can't happen. All you have to do is deactivate the other slave collars. My friends will make a break for it when the guards aren't looking.
I'll help your friends escape.
Great. Once you've deactivated their collars, come back to free me. Did it! By the time Fathra's guards figure out what's happened, we'll all be long gone. I'll run ahead and report to Cray. If you kill more of Fathra's guards, that'd be a big help.
challenge.
Wait, please! You're at the settlement, right? You've got to stop stealing from this energy station. I'm the foreman here. Fathra said, if this keeps up, he'll execute my family.
That's very nearly sickening.
I didn't know the job would be like this. Look, I'm sympathetic to these settlers, but I have to protect my family. I need to find out who the settlers are trading with, and shut them down.
I assume you have a plan?
Fathra didn't make me foreman here for nothing. I built this special power unit with a tracker inside. The tracker transmits its location from any place on Hutta. If you give this power unit to the settlers, I can find the black market contact and stop him.
So I shouldn't tell the settlers about the tracker?
No. This has to stay a secret. If I don't get rid of the black market contact, my family dies. Take the power unit with the tracker inside and give it to the settlers. I'm begging you.
I won't let your family die. Give me the tracker.
Thank you. Once this black market contact stops trading with the settlers, everything will be alright.
Remember, you never saw me, and this conversation never happened.
You saved my family's life. Thank you.
Someone clean up this mess. It's too easy. Someone clean up this mess. And stay down!
Cartel representative identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Gas leak detected. Activating ventilation system. Lockdown in place until ventilation complete. Recalling all mining and security droids.
It's too easy. And stay down!
I bet Ezra you'd never come back. You just saddled me with a week's extra chores.
That's my husband, always looking on the bright side. Thank you for getting the power units. Here, take the equipment we promised. I know you'll find it useful.
That wasn't so bad.
Certainly came back healthier than I would have.
We don't want to trouble you anymore, stranger. Thanks again. We have food now, thanks to you.
We're not responsible for missed departures. There are others waiting. Move along. We're not responsible for missed departures. There are others waiting. Move along.
Freed Zevon and other Fathra slaves. Unexpected, interesting outcome. Nemro pleased. Good work, yes?
I love unexpected, interesting outcomes. Bit of a hobby of mine.
Mission succeeded far beyond expectations. Fathra wounded. Time to press advantage. Zevon leaves bonus for freeing his slave friends. Sentimental. Illogical. Should have kept it for myself. Reward and bonus. Contract concluded. High satisfaction, yes? Farewell.
Do you require medical attention? Well,
we're not responsible for missed departures.
Hey, did you deliver my...
There was a complication.
Did something go wrong with the bomb? I knew that Kubas was selling shoddy goods. Hey, what's that smuggler doing here? What's going on?
You're messing with the wrong guy, Spicehead. Time to find yourself a new hobby.
You double-crossed me.
I had my reasons.
I trusted you. What's this galaxy coming to when criminals can't count on each other?
Getzo, I've got a special one-time only offer. Back off, or I make you eat your own eyeballs.
What? No, that's disgusting. You people are crazy.
I agree. That was pretty over the top.
Just making my position clear. I don't want this poor scum any more confused than he already is.
I'm done, all right? I won't mess with you again. Just don't hurt me.
Who says there are no happy endings? Thanks for the assist. Here's your payment. Just like I promised. I need to get back to the bargaining table. I'll be keeping an eye on you, Getzo.
I won't do nothing. I swear.
Good boy.
You'll get the gory details after I report to Nemro. Figure you can wait that long?
Looks like I'll have to. But you don't get...
Blade, nice you decided to come by, but I was just telling Carols I can't stay. I know you understand.
That girl's a handful. But she's good at what she does, I'll give her that.
What does she do exactly? Besides swagger and carry a blaster.
Officially, she's Nemro's chief enforcer. Truth is, most of the troops are terrified of her, so she keeps our people in line more than Fathra's. Anyways, I'm glad you're here. But those explosions in the rust yards, you wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
I took out Father's mining operations. I heard they were giving you trouble.
I thought you might have had something to do with it. Good work, Blade. Good work. I like a person who takes initiative. With Fathra's mines broke down, we can increase production. Fathra will want revenge, of course, but we'll be ready. Look, I have something for you. You'll like it. I'll send it to your room. You done good work for us. You deserve more than credits. Which reminds me, how long are you staying on Hutta?
What makes you ask?
Well, if you're still around in a few weeks, I'd like you to meet my sons. They'll be home from their trading expedition. I think you'd get along. Think about it is all I'm saying. Now get going. I'm sure you have other business to take care of.
Telling you, baby, I'm big time. Moving up, climbing the ladder.
Come on, Luti, we don't have time to waste here.
Yeta chopa chawa aita.
Too late. Hey there, you must be the Blade.
You want to explain why you're in my room?
Well, we were paid pretty well, for starters. Luti here was installing a listening device before you interrupted. Someone wanted to know what you were up to, but I guess that plan's off now.
Whatever you're being paid, I can pay more.
Well, I don't really want to cross my employer. Plus, we can always grab the credits off your corpse. Guns out, folks.
Stay down! Yes?
I understand Nemro's Schwash gas production is back on schedule, Agent. Excellent work. Keep it up and Darth Jadis may loosen his grip on operations. However, I'm afraid unforeseen circumstances have caused a problem.
You mean the people who broke into my room?
No, that's a separate matter, and one I advise you to watch closely. But it isn't what concerns me now. 3 days ago, Carlos Jarvis's sons encountered a Sith apprentice in Imperial space. A dispute broke out. One son died and the other was crippled. When Carlos hears that a Sith slaughtered his child, his sympathy for the Empire will evaporate. We can no longer use him to get to Nemro.
This is an intelligence project. Sith shouldn't be interfering in our work.
The Sith do what they will. We don't control them and we don't pass judgment on them. That doesn't mean they're right, or that we obey them without question, but we phrase those questions carefully. We bide our time. Now, I have a plan to solve our present dilemma, but first we need Carols out of the way.
You're asking me to kill Carols?
It's unfortunate, but it's the only way to proceed. I'm sending you an interference program on a computer spike. Go to Carols' suites in the palace. Activate the spike to black out his security monitors. You'll be able to eliminate Carols and his bodyguards without being seen. When Nemro's people investigate, they'll recognize the jamming program as Republic technology.
So we frame the Republic for the murder of Carol's Jarvis. Why?
One step at a time, Agent. Tothlishan, Nemro's Twi'lek advisor, already expects Fathra to seek revenge for the destruction of his mines. Our job is to show that the Republic helped Fathra kill Carols. Once Carols is gone, speak to Tothlishan about his suspicions. As Carols' friend, you'll promise to do whatever it takes to find the assassins.
Is that right? How am I going to find the real killer?
For now, get to Carols' suites and use the computer spike. We'll discuss more once Carols is eliminated and Tothlishan's suspicions have been aroused. Keep her out.
This mess. Not even a challenge.
What's going on here? You thought you'd just go and switch sides? Damn you!
Carol, you can survive this, but we have to work together.
You're offering me mercy? Oh, your timing's bad. I could use a fight right now. I just got word that my boys are dead, Blade. Some Imperial piece of filth killed them for refusing to bow and scrape.
You're wrong. One is dead, but the other is only crippled.
How could you know that? How? I get it. Kill one, take the other hostage. Just make sure Carol's Jarvis cooperates, right? You slime. What is it you want from me?
I want you to go search for your son, and leave your life here behind.
My son's health in exchange for everything I have, huh? I've made better bargains. I'll go. Not a word to Nemro. With what you've done in here, they'll probably think I was disintegrated.
Wherever you go, I'll be watching you. Now get moving.
You've made your point. You won't hear from me again. Goodbye, Blade.
Telling you, baby, I'm big time. Moving up, climbing the ladder.
Chuba Nidori,
Piti do tenyago kakajujo, da biska ku paliya.
Jiliska chanagawani chicos pa inikudade. Nujati chawa, choto ke kwanga joska.
Chakita huta. Kunta chuta. Kasoyali kulira. Kanki kung.
What are you talking about? Carol's is dead?
Manchi doti puna puna. Kabuk nuni slemo. Kabanotase makipuna. Malituta odmishka. Piti do tenyago kakajujo. Da biska ku paliya.
I'll do whatever it takes to bring the killers to justice.
Mana matota jispa micho. Pliska taka. Yayoska ukle yuga chesko pukuta. Yinga yinga kijita. Nimni tanuv. Alelo kwekuta. Kunta chuta. Kasoyali kulira. Kanki kung. Oka kiza spida perupa. Kadwa shiniko higa danulia.
I wouldn't even know where to start.
Yinga yinga kijita. Nimni tanuv. Alelo kwekuta. Buka kampak nijit. Tonka yiliska chanaga.
So, this is where you've been hiding. Nice. Is the blood on the floor fresh, or did that come with the room?
What are you doing here, Khalil?
What? Not glad to see me? You've been all over town racking up quite a body count. And I know what you did to Carol's. You're after something bigger than Emerald. I'm not sure what, and I'm not sure why. But I want in on it.
Fine. I'm sure we can work something out.
I knew we could get along. So where do we start?
Allow me to respond to that.
What's this now?
We know who you are, Khalil Janus. And we are willing to offer you a deal. I am Keeper. I represent Imperial intelligence, as does my operative. We are aware of your activities on Ratatak, Ord Mantell, and Brental 4, as well as your affiliations. Your skills could prove useful, and we are willing to offer you a place in our ranks. You would become a very well-paid servant of the Empire.
I've heard worse propositions. What do you think, Agent? You want me on your side?
You could be an asset to us. I won't object.
I was looking to trade up anyway. And I'm guessing I can ride you a ways before you break. Count me in. But call me a servant of the Empire again, and I'll bust your face.
Charming. We'll discuss the details later. As for you, Agent, Tarthalion is convinced that Fathra the Hutt is a major threat to business. Well done. Now we must bring Tarthalion proof that Fathra has support from the Republic. The first step is to obtain a holodisk from Fathra's palace. The disk contains holo recordings of all Fathra's dealings. The Hutt is too paranoid for his own good. You'll have to break into his archives to get it.
It'll mean lifting security codes off the palace overseers. Like you said, paranoid Hutt.
Noted. Once you reach the archives, use this computer spike on the holodisk. It will be altered to show Fathra meeting with Republic officers. Then bring the forgery to Tarthalion.
Forging evidence is risky business, Keeper.
We have decided that the risk is acceptable. With Tarthalion convinced that his enemies are allied with the Galactic Republic, have no doubt. He will turn to us for help. We are in the endgame. Elia will accompany you on this mission and will act under your command.
Last time I went to Father's Palace, I had so many adrenals in my system I was coming down for a week. This should be entertaining. You and me, we're getting good.
I'm telling you, baby, I'm big time. Moving up, climbing the ladder. As soon as Nemro hears how I've been cracking skulls in the rust yards, I'll be in there. He'll probably make me. I'll have more credits than I know what to do with. Jewelry, dresses, speeders, whatever you want, baby.
Hey, you! I understand you've been working for Nemro. I mean, I've seen you coming in and out of this place often enough. So am I right or am I wrong?
You seemed...
Name's Urgrek. You thought you might be in...
How do I fit it?
The big guy wants a Rancor. All the big-time huts have them. Nemro wants one. You're gonna get him one. Now I know you're thinking, a Rancor? How's somebody gonna snare a Rancor? 7 meters tall, capable of swallowing a person in a single gulp. Well, don't you worry. I got it all figured out.
The only thing I'm worried about is the pay.
I think Nemro can't pay for what he wants. Of course he can. Top price for one Rancor. Or a Rancor egg, actually. Fathra's no-good beast tamers already procured a Rancor egg. Now we can't have that egg hatching and Fathra getting a full-grown Rancor before Nemro. I need someone to steal that egg and destroy the eggs of his other creatures. Teach that beast tamer a lesson. Can you handle it?
I'll take care of it.
Great. I thought you'd go for it. You have that telling glint in your eye. There's just one more little thing you should know. The egg is in the back of Fathra's beast chambers. Meaning, you'll have to do a bit of fighting to get it. But nothing you can't handle, right? Good luck.
State your destination. All vehicles leave on time. There are others waiting. Move along.
Hey, you! I want to talk to you. You headed into Fathra's palace? If you're crazy enough to go in there, we might be able to help each other out. Interested in making a few credits?
You've piqued my curiosity.
I work for Nimro. My partner did too, till he bought it, there in the palace. He snuck in as a maintenance worker to plant transmitters on the cleaning droids. The idea was we'd use these transmitters to track the movements of the droids. As the droids clean the floors and walls, they map out every nook and cranny. We were hoping to find secret entrances or hidden chambers in the palace.
So what do you expect me to do exactly? Go undercover as a cleaning droid?
No, nothing like that, although... No, never mind. Look, here's the deal. My partner was able to plant the transmitters on the droids, but his cover was blown before he could activate them. Me, I'd be dead if I tried to go in there and finish a job. But if those transmitters don't get activated, I'm dead anyway. Nimro doesn't tolerate failure. So I'll pay you everything I've got to activate those transmitters for me.
Well, I'm going to be storming the palace anyway. I'll see what I can do.
All you have to do is find the cleaning droids and flip a little switch on the attached transmitter. Simple as that. I'll wait for you here. Good luck.
Come on out, I'll show you my gun.
Getting good.
go in when you are. Getting good. All right, make me look good. Rise and shine.
Malam biamgin, hamgam nea be kabraka. Manala yang perlu, amka kalami naya kira nubua.
Hello, Non. What brings you down here? Father finally ordered you to check out the shooting?
Nulilak apa jam kamgram, amka nem nang nemua inuk. Kali rumah, mereka bakal ledik rumah.
I like that about you, Non. You only bet on a sure thing.
Naya memgem kaligam, gegwa nam karek naya memak.
I take it you two know each other?
Non wanted me for himself when I got to Hutta. He couldn't afford me.
Laporam amka, mamni nigag, nagnaya mamni kambram.
I've already marched across the swamps, fought Fathra's army of thugs, and invaded your palace. You really think you can stop me now?
Niniap nam naji, hirok piko kam perkam nam? Mamni lebek bak manuk, meraka naja ki nama bamyak.
Aren't you forgetting something, Non?
Seems like you're getting off light. And there was that game of Pazak we never finished.
Mem ilik meraka, nayanaram. Kam kalu amik manik.
I'll accept those terms.
Mamni lebek bak manuk. Meraka najaki nama bamyak.
That's it then. Better hope your boss knows how to make a convincing forgery. Of course, there's going to be a bloodbath once Nemro and Talthogen see what's on the disc.
How do you know what's on the holodisc?
All I know is what your keeper told us. But I'm not stupid. If that disc really names all of Fathra's business partners, it probably identifies half the people in Jaguna. Merchants, gangsters, debtors, the usual scum. When Nemro gets a hold of it, he'll want revenge on anyone who dared to go to Fathra behind his back. There'll be bodies clogging the gutters for weeks.
It's brutal, but if it helps Nemro, it could help our position.
It would make Nemro happy, but I doubt it'd actually help his business. Different things. If you're feeling queasy, you could always erase the extra data and scratch up the disk. Make it look like only the doctored recording miraculously survived the damage. So, we deliver Keeper's forgery without the real data. Nemro doesn't get his revenge spree. The risk is that Talthogen figures out you erased the good stuff.
So erasing the data is risky. I thought you enjoyed a little risk.
Who says I don't? I'll do the damage. We'll see how far we can take this con. Now let's get that thing to Talthogen and see what happens.
You made it! Good work. Here.
Rise and shine.
We are not responsible for missed departures. There are others waiting. Move along.
That's my favorite mercenary returning with a rancor egg for Nemro.
What do you think? I fulfill my commitments.
Hey, this'll make the big guy plenty happy, which makes me happy, so I can make you happy. Here's your pay, and good work.
Anything else I can do?
No, thank you. This is gonna make for one very happy hut.
I'm telling you, baby, I'm big time.
Hello, Tothlosian. The Red Blade claims to have something to show you.
Manchi do ti puna puna, kabuk nuni slemo. Mokili mo clunky, nik mi chawa welmo.
I stole these recordings from Father's palace. Take a look.
Chobot I kafstuan dile jihulo kuta. Pliska taka, yayoska ukle yuga chesko pukuta.
Nakmanoya choski nawi kuchusu, yo mata chitoya. Kapatonga, chisa bijawongi chikatoko.
You'll need help to stay competitive. But the Republic does have enemies. They might be useful.
Mipikasa na shura. Va fabaji, wanda humpa, murira bampawura.
Imache, churon chica jiliska chanaga.
Jiliska tananga ime chaicho, ronchika.
Is there anything else I can do for you or your clan?
Tonda hoyachi.
Tobata jimoa tusawa, mikuna posta morulia.
Jipawa doloda numa.
The deed is done, Agent. Nemro is already contacting Imperial embassies looking to establish relations. He'll be eating out of our hands within the month. In the short term, our chemical and stimulant stockpiles will nearly double. In the long term, we're a step closer to bringing all of Hutta under Imperial control. I'll make my full report to Darth Jadis shortly. I expect he'll be very pleased with our work.
Assuming he's satisfied, does that mean Jadis will leave Imperial intelligence alone?
I wouldn't assume anything at this juncture. Besides which, that isn't your concern. Your mission is now complete. There's a shuttle waiting for you in Jaguna. It will take you to Drummond Cast. Once you've arrived on planet, report to Imperial Intelligence Headquarters in the Citadel. I'll debrief you there.
Acknowledged and understood.
Khalil, you will also report to Drummond Cast. I assume Nemro won't be surprised by your sudden disappearance.
He'll be hurt, but no one will be surprised that I left with the blade.
And he's certainly not the first employer you've walked out on. In any case, I'll expect to see both of you soon.
Hold on. Who else has Khalil betrayed?
This isn't the time or place for that, Agent. Report to the shuttle as soon as possible. Keep her out.
Rise and shine.
Appearances can...
There's not. I have a little... My buddy Oren, but he ended up... It's, well, I expect, but you just...
In that...
Great. No sense...
We're not responsible for missed departures. There are others waiting. Move along.
She heard Fathra was taking over the rust yards. She used the last of my money to hop a shuttle off-world.
Cold. Hey, Nemro's bound to take the factories back any day now. We'll be working again before you know it. Forget about her.
Keep dreaming, buddy. Keep dreaming.
going on? Who are you? Why can't I see anything? If you're one of Father's goons, I swear I'll...
Burnock hired me to free you.
Burnock, the idiot. I told him not to stick his neck out. Get away from me. I can handle myself. If only I could see. Can't someone turn on a light?
Your sight will return soon. It's just hibernation sickness.
What? Hibernation sickness? Blast it. Blast it. Forget it. Sorry. Thank you for getting me out of there. Just wasn't sure I could trust you. Look, I came in here to find a stash Father is said to be hiding. I found the key to the stash, but as soon as I grabbed it, I got froze. Take the key and the stash as your reward for saving my life. As for me, I'll call my pal Burnock. Think I'll be safe waiting here for him to help me out. Burnock may not look like much, but he's dependable to a fault. Besides, you seem to have cleared the place well enough. Anyway, thanks again. Maybe I'll see you back in Jaguna at old Nemro's.
You and me, we're getting good.
Well, look who's here. You're the one that saved my buddy Orin. Without you, that man'd still be hanging in Fathra's trophy room. He's got a few scrapes, but he's doing pretty well.
I'm very good at my work.
Well, thank you anyhow. Here's your credits. And I'll tell you what, once Orin's sight is all back, we'll buy you a drink. A couple of drinks.
What can I get for you? Come back anytime.
Atrodo normales, smogas total gis babo apiatai.
How bad is very bad?
Tatos Irdelis. Vataranai angomis akananoang alas protas era.
You told me the real blade was far away. What's he found out?
Smal sio poputus mana ira padare mananan kali. Atrodo normales, smogas total gispavo apiatai.
I appreciate the advice.
Atolgi ai parkale tiam jamas. Graitai aptikte, iruprit vertini savasia salvebe kaigis.
You're the one Gianna recruited to rescue her son. She said you were on your way. Look, I'll point out her husband, but that's it. He seems jumpy, and I'm not risking my neck.
You're off the hook. Just don't get in my way.
I appreciate it, I really do. Hey, Kendrell, somebody wants to talk to you.
Do I know you? What do you want with me?
I'm here to take your son back so your wife can send him to Korriban.
My wife is so determined for our son to become Sith that she hires a bully to threaten me. I was once an acolyte at the Academy on Korriban. There's no failure at the Sith Academy. Those who can't cut it die. I got wise and fled before they could kill me, and I'll die before I see my son eaten alive by those Sith dogs. Let me take my son and flee. Tell my wife that you persuaded me, and we took the shuttle to Korriban. She won't know any different.
I'll tell Gianni you took your son to Korriban.
Oh, thank you. We'll leave right away, and you'll never hear from us again.
Where's my son? I thought I told you to get my son back.
Your husband took him to Korriban.
Oh. Okay. Sorry I raised my voice. It's just, a mother cares deeply about her son. But how did you manage to convince my husband?
He wasn't stupid. He backed down.
Smart. I always knew my husband was a coward. But at least my son's future is assured. Thank you very much. And here is the promised payment.
You're the one who killed my men. The pretender who wants to be the Blade.
Who are you? What men?
I sent some thugs to raid your room. Since I never heard back, I assume you dealt with them. They wouldn't have the stomach to betray me. I'm the Red Blade, you worm. The real Red Blade. And you've got one chance to explain yourself before I burn a hole through your head.
Listen to me, Blade. There's been a misunderstanding.
Oh, I'd love to hear this. Come on, what's your story?
I heard that the Red Blade was dead. I wanted to carry on your legacy.
Are you joking?
It's the truth. I never intended to cause you trouble.
You know, I can actually believe that. I'll tell you what, kid. Take my weapon. It's yours. I still have to kill you, but at least you'll die one of the blades.
What do you mean, one of the blades?
You heard me, but that's all you're going to get before you die. Damn you, pretender.
What's it today?
Guns to Balmora, a whole planet full of weapon factories.
I'd better be.
twice the next time he muscles in on Nemro's business.
Got the whole group of them out. And now I know how the evil guy got into the factory in the first place. Workers overheard the bog rats talking about their ship. Can you believe it? Bog rats flying? Apparently they landed on the factory roof, but they're having mechanical trouble. How'd you like to blow up the first and last Evil Kai starship?
How do you plan to do that?
I got a stick of detonite here that'll take a little ship out, no problem. Just make sure you stand way back. After the factory roof is no joke, though. Go past that retaining wall, up the hill, then walk real careful-like across the pipes leading into the factory. Then storm the place, blow up the bog rat ship, and come back. No problem.
Yeah. Another time.
Bagrat and Hunter heard it. That was amazing work.
Products only as intended. Be well.
All right, make me look good.
Require medical attention. Be well.
You. The old man sent you, didn't he? I can smell his foul chemicals from here. Do you know what those chemicals do? They purify the water, all right. But they also do disgusting things to the water beasts, mutating them and making them rampage. They come out of the water twice the size and 10 times as vicious. And they're wiping us out.
Maybe the old man didn't realize what his chemicals did.
What? You think because he's dying, he's kind and innocent? That old man's crazy. He clearly doesn't care if we all die in his purification process. If you want to help, you should go to that station and smash the valves in back that release the chemicals, so no one can use that station ever again.
Won't smashing the valve only cause the river to become polluted again?
I'm sure we'd all prefer if the river was cleaner. But we're talking about murder here. Please, will you help us?
I'll destroy the valve.
You're a lifesaver. It would be good to have some peace for once. Thank you.
it today.
Guns to Balmora, a whole planet full of weapon factories. They still do.
I'd better be.
Travel to the infected world is strictly prohibited. While the travel ban is in effect, any ships believed to originate from the world will be fired upon. I understand we now have Adalar Highland on the line. Highland is the CEO of Galactic Solutions Industries and founder of the Highland Organization for Rakghoul Neutralization, or Thorn.
Yes, good. Citizens of the Empire, I implore you to listen to what I have to say about this ghastly plague. There is no escaping it. There is no cure. The only known way to stop its spread, the only way to save yourself, is to stay away. Now, that said, Thorn is looking for brave and gifted individuals to help. But make no mistake, it's akin to granting yourself the death sentence.
Thank you for your pointed insight, Adalar Highland. As the man stated, don't be a fool. Remain in full quarantine from the Rakghoul plague. For the Empire.
Think the Hudde smell is off my boots. Should have kicked in more faces while it lasted.
You talk about violence very casually.
I'm a casual girl. You and me against the galaxy. It's gonna be fun. All blasters and girl talk.
Something you want to gossip about?
Nah. You take the smart boys, I take the rich ones, we're all good. Let's go.
If you are infected with the Rakul plague, please arrange for your immediate incineration. Remain vigilant during this Rakul emergency. Use of lethal force against plague carriers is authorized and encouraged.
You see anything you like? Just let me know. Come back anytime.
I'll take a shot at it.
Sure.
Things didn't work out.
Could have gone worse. Not sure how, but it could have.
Make me look good. I can do something with this. Not bad at all. You know me way too well. at all.
Thorn representatives tending to the Rakul situation are in need of volunteers. Caution. In volunteering, you place both your life and citizenship at risk.
That's good news.